I'm gonna take you through how quick and easy it is to get your blood work done so you can check things like your testosterone, total testosterone, free testosterone, LH, FSH, SHBG, all those different markers you hear people talk about that you may not even know what they mean, but I'm 36. I feel like I built a pretty good looking physique since I started working out hard in my early 30s, and I've been curious to see what my testosterone level is. Is it higher than normal, lower, average? You know, what does it take to build the physique that I have? So I went through, I think I've had this tab open on my phone for like 2 years, and I just never got around to doing it because I thought it was gonna be some whole process and just didn't know how it would work with scheduling and whatnot. But when I finally got it done, because I just got some surgery done to change family planning, I guess you'd say. I've been told that vasectomies don't change your testosterone level, but I am curious to see what will happen. So I plan on getting my blood work done again in a few months just to make sure. But anyways, now that I got the results back, my testosterone level is... So I got my testosterone checked through Marek Health, which is, if you don't know, the guy Derek from More Plates, More Dates, that YouTube channel. I used to watch his videos a bunch, and he has his own telehealth type of clinic where you set up everything through that, you pay through them, and you go get your blood work done, it gets shipped to them, and they get the results. So I'm just gonna take you through how easy this actually is, because I just thought it would take up a lot of time, but it really didn't. So, MarekHealth.com, and I'm not sponsored by any means. This is just what I went through. I know there's lots of places like this. Greg Doucette, I think, does Transcend is the company he works with, but I've been meaning to try this for a while, so I wanted to go with it. So MarekHealth.com, I'll have that linked in the description so you can check it out. And they have all these different things. Guided optimization. I just did diagnostic labs, because the guided optimization is essentially the same thing, but then you have someone call you on the phone, go over all your results with you, which I wasn't interested in. I just wanted to have the list of everything pretty much as a baseline for me so I can see in the future my blood work and what it looks like. Maybe if I go do another bodybuilding show, how much is my testosterone level actually gonna drop when I do that? Because you hear, you know, you get super lean, your testosterone goes down. As opposed to if I did a bulk doing a powerlifting meet, is it gonna go up higher because I'm at a higher level of body fat? So we come down to these various labs. They have the base lab panel, comprehensive lab panel, and then complete lab panel. I went with the middle one because it has a lot more blood markers. This complete one has even more, but for what I wanted, this was plenty, the comprehensive lab panel. In the future, if I'm just wanting to compare my testosterone levels, I'll probably just get this base one and go from there. But there are discount codes you can find online to get about 10% off of this as well. So that is very helpful. So here, guided optimization, if you want that, it tells you all about meeting with someone on Zoom and then going through everything and suggesting what might help you with whatever markers might be out of the optimal range, whether that's medication, exercise, who knows. But I just want the lab panel. So when you go through here, you can see, I guess normally 590, it's dropped to 450. It's been 450 for like 2 years since I had the tab up. So I don't think that's actually gonna go away, this price. But you can see on here, lab work at your primary care doctor, $300, which I've gotten lab work done when I go for yearly checkups, but I never really get any report back on, hey, your testosterone is this or these levels. It's just, yeah, you look good. Okay, cool, thanks. So I want to have this for myself, 70 plus markers, all kinds of metabolic functions, and it tells you here what all this includes. So this was the main things that I was interested in finding out what my testosterone levels were. But then of course you have all these other ones, lots of stuff in there, and I'm gonna be going over what my results were, what I'm gonna do differently to try to improve some of those markers. So once you decide which one of these panels you want, you add to cart, obviously. You go to your cart, review and check out. I'm just gonna pull this up so you can see. Marek Health discount code. I think this one worked. It was Stump F. So I'm gonna throw that in there just again to see. I guess we gotta check out first. I'm not gonna buy this again, but yeah, here. Stump F. Apply. Yeah, there, so $45 off, so there you get 10% off. And if you do the $200 something one, that'll get you $25 off. So there you go through all this stuff. You're gonna wanna, you gotta put in your name, all this info, your gender. Hey look, there's only male and female. Imagine that, because your gender actually matters for your blood panels. Legit genders, not all these made up personalities. Tell you where you live and all this. So essentially you go through it all, you pay it Then you're gonna get an email. Here, your order's on the way. It tells you had that. And that's the initial thing. So you'll get a couple emails back. One of them is gonna be just saying thanks for your order, shows you the order breakdown of what you got. And then a separate one is going to be your lab requisition email. And this is an encrypted PDF. I'm gonna go ahead and download that. Password to open it's gonna be your date of birth. It's all in the email. It explains everything for you. But this is what you're gonna take with you to the lab when you get your blood work done. So essentially everything's already paid. Once you pay through there, you don't pay anything else, you're done. So you'll print this and just take it with you to the LabCorp site that you go to. And it's really easy to find those as well. This tells them what all they're gonna be looking for your lab work, and then what all you're testing for with your lab work, and then you just look up labcorp.com and you find a place near you. So for me, you come down here to find a lab, Montgomery, Alabama, routine lab work, find a lab. And here, it shows you the places near you. There's 2 places in Montgomery. Wherever you live, same thing, you just look it up. I went to this one right here. I picked it out. You can make an appointment. You don't necessarily need to make an appointment. You can walk in, but I was thinking, okay, I want to make this a little bit in advance to make sure I get a good time. But like here, say, will I be fasting? Yes. Something else to keep in mind. They suggest in the email when it goes over everything that to fast at least, I think it was 8 hours prior, but I just ended up doing like 14. I quit eating around 7 the night before and did my lab work at 10 the next morning. But choose date and time. You see this for the next day. It's pretty much wide open every day. So you could probably just walk in and do it if you wanted, but you know, it doesn't hurt to set an appointment. You show up there, you'll get an email from them once you set the appointment with a little QR code. You walk in, scan it, they call you up. You give them the paperwork so they see everything you need. And then you go back to do your blood work, and I believe it was 5 large vials that they did of blood and then 1 smaller one. And they label all that. You sit there, hook you up. Doesn't take very long. One thing I did like was that the needle they put in was a needle with kind of a tube coming out of it, and then they hooked in the vials to the end of that tube. So when they pull them in and out for the different vials, you don't really feel it at all. Whereas when I've done military blood work in the past, it's like they just stick the needle in and the opening is connected to the needle and they stick the vial in. So every time they're pulling one out and put one in, it's moving around the needle in your vein, and it's kind of annoying. So just the small things. It went really quickly, and then you go into the bathroom, you pee into the cup, you seal it, give it back to them, they send that off as well. So you have the 6 vials of blood and the pee cup, and then you're done, you're out of there, and then you just wait. The requisition email, it said initially that it could take like 2 to 3 business days for it to show up, but it was like an hour later that I got it. So that goes through really quick, and then it says it can take 7 to 14 days for your lab work to show up. And that's nothing that Marek Health has any control over. That's just dependent on the actual LabCorp location, processing all the stuff, shipping it out to them, and getting the results for them to see. But I got mine 1 week to the day from when I did the blood work. So it was really quick. I did all this. I planned my appointment for 3 days later because I wanted to do 72 hours. It suggests not taking vitamins. There's a whole list of things that it tells you to do. So I just want to make sure that I was optimized for the appointment so I could get realistic readings without anything being artificially up or down the way it needs to be. And it was really simple. I mean, it's not daunting or time consuming. You could probably literally, if you wanted, order this. If you're planning on fasting, you know to fast, but you could order this and go that same day. If you did this in the morning, you get the requisition email, print it, go to a location, just walk in and get it done. So you could do it really quickly. But that's pretty much how it worked out. I got my results back, and my testosterone level is at, well, you know what? I'm gonna save that for the next video so we can go through all of the markers and let you find out there. But it's in a normal range. I was happy with what I saw. And that's all we got for this one. So hit that like button if this was helpful. Let me know if you've done blood work before, or who you did it through, what your results were, how you like the process, if there's anything that you like done differently, whatever. Just comment with whatever you feel like down below, and subscribe if you're new for more content like this, and I will see you guys in the next one.